The program today, the CEO of Gtext Home, Stephen Akintayo, speaks to us about the real estate social investments. We also give you another feel of our previous chat with the MD CEO of EcoBank, Patrick Akinwuto. Once again, welcome. Let's begin by finding out more about a real estate company which is a subsidiary of Gtext Global. Gtext Homes is a subsidiary of Gtext Global, a group of companies made up of several subsidiaries. Gtext Homes is focused on the real estate industry with a vision of being the #1 real estate company in Africa and a mission to build the largest green and smart homes and estates across the globe for the collective good of humanity using innovation and technology. The real estate's core values are integrity, innovation, energy, and excellence. Gtext Homes believes in providing premium personal service now and well into the future with an amazing collection of landed properties strategically located to harvest from a bountiful land banking or own a shelter. The real estate firm creates a convenient, smart, and green home at any desired location across the globe. The organization is contributing its own quota to improve various sectors, bringing about overall development and growing its business. My chat with Mr. Stephen Akintayo reveals how various initiatives are helping to touch lives around the world. You're from the southwestern part of Nigeria, but born in Borno State, which means you understand what it means for people to lack basic infrastructure, lack health system, poor education. Did this in any way inspire your act of giving back to the society?
Definitely it did, because I was born in Maiduguri, and where I grew up, there was no electricity for at least a good part of the time. It was in Maiduguri, but it was like a village, no running water. I keep telling people, the first time I saw a water closet, it was like a miracle. We were playing all over it because that was the growing up. So it was, my mother was a civil servant. My father's business had crumbled before I was born. And so it's easy to relate, because if you have that kind of background, then you want to create more shelter because you struggle to have one. So for me, I had a strong vision that if God can bless me, I really, really want to give back. I really, really want to see how we can reach out to people who are less fortunate. But I strongly believe that it has to be two ways. There are certain people who can help themselves. And, you know, you're talking about orphans, you're talking about widows, you're talking about people who are victims of war. Incidentally, where I was born is ravaged with Boko Haram. And so I'm very emotionally tied to the IDP camps there and things that we could do, because these are people who cannot help themselves right now. And then you have the second part of people who are adults, they're educated, but there's no job. If we, the elite, begin to genuinely care about giving back, whether you're a politician or not, just feel that out of the little God has given to me, I need to give back, we're going to find a better society.
The importance of education cannot be overemphasized. What has Gtext Homes done to improve that sector?
Education has been critical. We started a foundation 12 years ago called Infinity Foundation. It's now known as Stephen Akintayo Foundation. And the last 12 years, we've sent more than 5,000 kids to school, sponsored them. And even October, we had a program where we went to 2 orphanages, and then 50 kids there. We paid their tuition fee, as people were resuming after COVID-19. For me, education is important because I remember I suffered from poor education. I learned how to spell the word THE in GSS1. Was that kind of poor? But somehow God has helped me, and it's important that we want to help other people and make sure that people go to school.
GT Homes has been able to help in reducing the challenges in the health system in Nigeria. Share with us some of those things that you have done.
I was born in Maiduguri and we need to do something. So we started working with the Gupio IDP camp in Maiduguri. And I remember December I was there. They lack a lot of, from malaria medicine to typhoid and a lot of that. So during COVID-19, we had to send a lot of PPEs and as well as malaria drugs and health, equipment that we could to the tune of about 5 million naira. Ajegunle was also a critical one. We've been working with Ajegunle for about 10 years now. So about 200 families we had to provide food during the COVID-19, and it was really a very emotional experience because there was this 70-something-year-old man who was in tears. I said, this is the first time somebody will give him something that, what that, and he just can't understand why, It was very touching.
Now, there's no economy in the world that won't need small and medium-scale enterprises to develop. How important is building entrepreneurs to you?
Very, very important. For us this year, for example, we had invested over 7 million in small grants, 500,000, some people, some 300,000, just to support their business, because COVID-19 is really affected more of small businesses, even more than big businesses. Every year we do a lot of seminars and conferences around skill acquisition, digital jobs. In fact, you'll be glad to know that I'm probably the first to come up with what we call a Wealth University, which is an online e-learning platform. On that platform, you can learn basic skills like web design, graphics, and immediately taught how to get a job, using freelancing. On that portal, you immediately taught, the concept about savings, investment, the culture of building wealth. And so, you of course, you get certificate like any other one, but this one you don't need a job because you are immediately taught how to use what you've learned to immediately, employ yourself. We have over 1,000 video courses, and different certification on it. Yeah, it took us 6 years to build that. We're excited about what we've done. We've trained at least in either vocational skills or subject of wealth creation, over 100,000 kids, youths across the world. And I think if government is serious about changing, curbing unemployment, providing jobs, you need to invest with the SMEs. And the banks and the government need to take that serious.
All right, so share with us some of those initiatives that have helped put smiles on people's faces.
Yeah, I mean, quite a lot. There are some that we've done with our customers. There was a time where we had to tell some of our customers who have aged parents. It was Val this year, I think. I think it was this year. And so we sent some of their parents to honeymoon or something. Aged. I'm talking about people in their 60s, 70s, and it was really a very humbling experience when you see some of them almost in tears, like, I've never traveled out of this country, and this company decided to, send me and my wife, and it's been an amazing one. We also, oftentimes during festive season, randomly go to different filling stations, and people come and they expect to pay, and we say no, it's free. And last December, the man was a taxi driver. He was in tears, like, nobody has ever paid for fuel. We hardly find us invest in generally just being doing a lot of community service, generally just doing project that is helping people in the society. And you see that in the Western world. You see children selling cookies to raise money for one community project. It's our country. We should keep it. We should make it work. And I hope that with programs like this, we begin to create that culture and mindset in people.
Now, as a property investment expert, how important is bridging the housing deficit in the country?
I think that second to food is house, is shelter. And COVID-19 has brought that to fall. I mean, when you look at how the conversation COVID-19 is social distancing, having space, it's important that we solve that, particularly in Lagos State. The housing deficit, different figures, where you're looking at up to 4 million. Over 30,000 people move to Lagos every day. Where are they going to stay? Affordability is an issue, but I've always argued that it's not the job of developers to make housing affordable because they are in business to make profit. Until we bring the conversation of housing to the commercial banks and not just left with the mortgage banks. On average, I can walk up to my bank and say I'm about to buy a property with Gtext and I only have 5%, the bank should be able to pay Gtext the remaining 95% and the customer gets his key.
There's a particular project that is of interest, to anyone who hears it, that Gtext Homes does. It's the Green Smart Home or the Green Homes. Tell us what this is about.
Yeah, so one of the things we realize is that Africa is not talking about green homes yet. We're not talking about sustainable homes and renewable energy, but we want to take that market and be the champion and the leaders there. We have a lot of smart homes already being built in Nigeria, but not too many green homes. So we decided to merge the two. So by that, it means that with your phone or with a tab, you can close your door, open your door, put on your TV, air condition, monitor your home. You may not even be at home. You can talk to your kids. We're talking about recycling. You're talking about solar power, biogas energy, and for us is also plants and playing with a lot of plants everywhere. And one of the beauty of green homes is that it consumes less energy and you live healthier. A lot of research has shown that societies that think about green and sustainable climate change are going to live longer. So we want Nigerians to live longer, we want our customers to live longer. So we are pioneering that, and our vision is to build 25,000 housing units, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom. From 4 and 5 bedroom, they are duplex. And every of our estate has their own farm. They have their own farm. So so a lot of what we eat, vegetables, particularly vegetables and all that, is going to be grown inside the estate. So that way, it's just a fantastic project. We can't be telling everything.
So which means if you're growing your farms at home, it's also adding to agriculture.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, one of our estate's concept is a farm estate. That's more like a country home. Oh, wow. So you have your house and then you have your acres of farmland.
Going forward, what are the plans for Gtext Homes, talking about improving your business and improving the lives of those around you?
Amazing. One of the projects we decided to adopt, though we're still waiting for the state's, emergency for Borno State. So we've written to them. We want to build blocks of classrooms in the Gubio IDP camp. You need to visit there. It's a community that is supposed to house maybe 3,000 people, but the figures right now is about 35,000 people in that IDP camp in Maiduguri. And they literally have to be doing like 3-4 hours class session because they don't have enough classrooms. So some people need to leave so that other people resume class, and then you don't even have full-time teachers. Everybody there is a volunteer, so we're trying to build some block of our classroom. We're also going to be in January laying foundation for an orphanage home that we're building, for orphans, also in Lagos actually. And so there's a lot, that we're looking at, and we hope that to sell more, because ultimately, the more we are able to make profit, the more we can give back.
We have more for you when we return. Please stay with us.